You know, I could never really describe who I was as a person until I saw this tweet from Issa Rae. And I really connected to it.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
Alright, look, so it's like day 4 of this quarantine from Miss Corona. And honestly, this disease has really shown just how, I don't want to say stupid, but how lost we are as a human race. I remember in the beginning when everything was just kind of normal 2 weeks ago when all they said was, wash your hands and, you should be alright. And then you find out just how many people don't wash their hands. Then as a side note, you learn just how many people don't wash their feet in the shower. Then when people thought that China shutting down their whole country was a hoax, now people are getting on board saying it's very serious and the best thing they can come up with is stay inside for 15 days. And, that's cool and everything to stay inside, self-quarantine, but at the end of the day, Chick-fil-A's still open. People still going out there to get food. Walmart's still open. And then it doesn't make sense because they say, all right, if you feel unhealthy or you feel like you have some of the symptoms, go out and get a test. But then there isn't enough tests for everybody in America to take. Then some tests come back negative, and then you go back again and it says positive. Then other tests say positive, and then you come back again, then you're negative. Then on top of that, half the symptoms are the symptoms feeling of the flu. And the thing is, I have sinuses, so I'm always blowing my nose. Ironically, I've been blowing my nose the past month, and now today I can finally breathe out my nose in the middle of this quarantine. I'm not gonna lie, I was very angry because this is a very inconvenient disease because all my movies are delayed. However, I have found some good in it. Like yesterday, I went out to get some Zyrtec. Nobody was around. I went to Walmart, people saw me coming and they just went the other way. I was able to drive all around the city yesterday with no traffic problems because majority of everybody is at the house. I even got some cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory with no problem. The Cheesecake Factory is always crowded. I went up there and got my Oreo crunch cake and that was out in like 3 minutes. I did reach my hand over the counter to get their hand sanitizer because they weren't offering it. And, I was like, I've been out all day. You can at least share some hand sanitizer. But besides that, nobody even touched me. Nobody was around. Nobody was, coughing or anything. Everything was perfect. It was like everybody just knew, get out of my way. And I don't even know what to think because you got freaking Idris Elba out here with coronavirus. He don't even show any symptoms. And it's like, oh, okay. Then, Tom Hanks was the first celebrity that, Corona made an example out of. Him and his wife are already out the hospital. Then I looked at this chart of showing all the pandemics in the world and coronavirus is like this small and, AIDS, AIDS is still out there. So AIDS is still like, you see how big AIDS is on this chart. You can zoom in if you can't see it. Or if you don't, just Google it. Now I'm in here doing these videos like I'm in a bunker somewhere and it's day after tomorrow. Like, it's too much. But don't get me wrong, like my life really hasn't changed that much since the quarantine. Like, ever since I moved, I don't really have anybody to hang out with here. Then on top of that, my gym closed today, so there's that. And you can always apply for jobs at the house since they don't want to see you in person now. So it's kind of like, I don't eat indoors in restaurants. So I can still go through the drive-thru and get my number 1 from Chick-fil-A. The only difference is if I ran out of toilet tissue today, then I would have an issue. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, hopefully this is all resolved and 2, 3, probably gonna be years. But the point is, I think that this virus is really showing that something's good about to happen soon. Like, I think there's a reason that God in the universe made this thing happen. Trump looks dumber than usual, so that's always nice. And then on top of that, hopefully people start washing their hands more. One thing that did worry me though, I saw in the news that, a bunch of people are starting to buy more guns and ammo just in case, we have to start fending for ourselves as Americans. And I live in Florida now, so nah.
I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is smoke.